Hey, what's going on? This is Streamtvboxtodd, and I'm going to show you how to do a factory reset on your box. So if you ever need to do a factory reset, it's a pretty simple process. A lot of people don't know how to get to it, so this is the reason for this video. So you grab your remote, and you're going to want to go to the bottom left to highlight the little sprocket. Hit the OK button on your remote. Scroll down to Device Preferences. Click on About. Click down to Factory Reset. Hit Factory Reset. Click for everything. And it's going to go ahead and go through the reset process. Doesn't take too long, and once it's done, it'll pop back up to the original intro home screen that you're seeing before when you first got the unit, if it wasn't already pre-set up for you. There you go. Box is now reset. Now from this point of the video, I will show you how to set up your app store and verify your app store is available for use. I'm going to click agree. If I'm running Ethernet, if you're running Wi-Fi, this is where you put in your password. Screen setting, default is 96. I'm using the LG monitor, 4K monitor. 96 doesn't completely fill out the screen. 100% does. If I do a pre-setup for somebody, I set it at 98%. That pretty much covers the gap, but you can always easily go into settings to adjust it to 100%. I'm still just going to set this up to 98%. All right, so now we're in the home screen. To know if your app store is ready for download use, you're going to see this person down here in the bottom right hand corner with the headset on. So I'm highlighting it right there. You see that person? That at the bottom, that means your app store is ready for use. So now we're going to scroll over to the app store. The green guy. You click on that. You're going to confirm. All right, this app store is now ready for use first. I'm not going to go into it because this video will be posted to YouTube, but I'm just letting you know this is the app store. If you want to download apps, download the first row. You want more apps, download the second row, third row. The second row and third row will ask you for permission. You're going to have to grant permission because they're third-party apps. If you don't feel like granting permission for them to be downloaded, then just don't worry about downloading the second row and third row gray color apps. But there's more apps beyond the second row and third row. There's apps in there. So this is the app store person. You see that icon is there. Another way, if you don't see that icon, you have to go to your browser. Accept terms. You don't have to add an account on your remote control. Bottom, well, it's not the bottom, but to the left of the OK button, You want to click it to switch to mouse mode. Scroll over. Click no thanks unless you actually want to log in with your Google information. Then we're going to scroll up here. It's still in mouse mode. And we're going to press on the keypad on your remote 1, 4, 3, 3, 2, 6, period. Oops, I put one too many. That's okay. I can. Let's see. Come out of mouse mode. Go over here to the backspace, delete. Delete one. And then you want to type in CC. Hit go. It's going to ask you, do you want to add this? Yes, you do, because this is the other way of adding the App Store. Hit OK. Let's switch back to mouse mode so you can select OK. Move over to open. It's going to ask for permission. Since this is a third-party app that's considering it, you want to hit yes. Come out of mouse mode so you can scroll. Give App Store access. Give Chrome access. And it's going to ask you to update because we already have the app on here, but this is just me showing you how to add it if it wasn't on the box. We're going to exit out, go back to the home screen. And the last thing I'll show you before I end this video is how to sync your remote control by Bluetooth. On the remote control, there is a blue microphone button. You want to press that button, aiming it at your box. Now it's in search. You want to hold the OK and the back arrow button. Your remote should be solid red and start blinking. Then it'll pair, show connected, and go back to the home screen. What that does is pair your remote by Bluetooth and give you way more range than the default IR setting with the remote, which is okay, but it's not good for, using your device long distance. Now you can actually aim your remote straight at the ceiling, at the floor, put it behind your head, and aim it at the opposite wall, and the remote control will still control the box. So being hooked up by Bluetooth is by far the best but missed feature that people don't realize, and they get frustrated with thinking their remote control is not working. That's all I got for today. Streamtvboxtodd. Please like, subscribe, follow. I'll add this to YouTube. I'll add it to Instagram. And I'll add it to the Rumble account that'll be coming soon. Thank you.